Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run here with a rookie.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
But I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here's Williams. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Raiders defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ground when it's in the air.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Brian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas.
Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll find Ginty out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
They'll get this out to Ginty. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3. Murray to air it out again. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze, 47 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Santos to kick off portion.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Murray going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again, Murray.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, Williams. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
15-yard pickup. And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's Williams.
Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Brian Thomas.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
pushing his way through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Running room at the 50. Look out. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
It's caught. Block it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra play by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Looks like they'll move things around here.
First down. A gain of 15.
To the air, Williams. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders set. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Williams. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Williams. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Krosky Merritt bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And this one too low.
Open more beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. Look at the big man rumble. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, 61 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Down to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 31, Raiders 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Raiders 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Completing along the sideline, McLaurin with it.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Yeah, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Gardner took a while putting the lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll run this with Homer. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. separating from the gun. Williams.
He'll try and do this himself.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion, but that's a big risk to run there.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get you to stay the same.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
20-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Mongai.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And it's slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The Bears going to use one of their timeouts.
Brings up third
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Williams from the gun on third down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll go again with Genty.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal. Up the middle. It's Genty.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown!
Ashton Jeanty.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds, and maybe a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw.
He's got McLaurin.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Down the left sideline.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Bears 49, Raiders 42. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
To throw is Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they need to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
They'll come up now on second down.
Murray to throw.
That's caught by Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout
On the play.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at
Back
the
to throw.
49-yard line.
Murray now going to do it himself. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not. and it turned into disaster for them.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 40.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses,